do much reading, but it's in the book of Judges 11. And to understand the book of Judges, we have to understand from the beginning. Paul says that God preached the gospel to Abraham. God told Abraham to make your son a burnt offering. And when he went up, God provided a ram. And he called him Jehovah Jireh, which means the Lord provides. He's going to provide the sacrifice. Right? So Jesus says that Abraham saw my day and was glad. So God preached the gospel and showed him Jesus, the sacrifice that was to come for all salvation of mankind. Paul writes that God gave the law because of transgression, which means they, as generation went on, they stopped following the gospel. They stopped believing in the gospel, the ways of the gospel, which is to love people, right? To honor God, right? And so the law was given because they started falling away from what God told them through Abraham. So Abraham had a teaching that was fading away, so God implemented the law. So when we get to the book of Judges, God created a theocracy, which is a religious government, and he had judges judging between the people civil and moral laws, while the priests were doing the priestly duties. So this is where we're at in the book of Judges. So the book of Judges now, you'll hear multiple times it says there was no king in all of Israel. What it's saying is God is the king. The Levitical priesthood is his theocracy, religious government, and he had judges. So what it's saying in the book of Judges that they didn't honor God as their king anymore. So that's why you're going to see when you read all the craziness that's happening. This is what happens when a civilization turns away from God, their true king. So we see in Judges 11, we see this guy, Jephthah. I don't know how to say his name. Judges 11. I'm going to give you a little story, the context, right? He's born from a harlot, a prostitute. And when his father's real wife had children, they chased him out. You're not going to get the inheritance from your father. So they chase him out. And he becomes a bandit, an outlaw, and they're raiding villages. So he became what we were looking today is like a gang member, right? A drug dealer, a hustler now. Like he just completely went cardinal, straight to the world, right? So these tribes are coming to start a war with Israel. And so